Morning. So yesterday we heard about Naaman the Syrian coming and being healed, and how he was expecting something greater than just being plunged into the Jordan River 7 times. And I think so often we're expecting God to do things in such big ways that it's unmistakable for us to know that He is at work. It's unmistakable for us to know that He is doing something. And we want these great signs. We want these great wonders. We want these great miracles. And of course, Jesus worked miracles in His earthly life, not for the sake of the miracle, but rather for the sake of the believer. And so we seek a sign. We look for something. We say, God, help me to know that You're real. Give me proof. Give me some opportunity. And we're waiting for, again, the clouds to open. We're waiting for something just gigantic. But rather we see the presence of God in our daily lives. We see the presence of God through the actions of others. But we want that sign. We want that one big thing. We want that, whatever it is that's going to really help me, that's going to really show me, that's going to really allow me to say, okay, fine, now I have irrefutable evidence. But yet we look for the presence of God in small ways. We look for the presence of God in the little things. We look for the evidence of God in our actions and the actions of others. And we have to be humble about it. But we want that sign. And we're always looking for signs too. And we're always looking for, causation and whatnot. And we're always saying oh, well, this happened, so therefore this must be true. Whether it's some world event, whether it's some tragedy, whether it's some great thing. But rather we should just look to Christ. Quit looking for that big epiphany. Quit looking for that sign, that wonder. Just look for God. Look to God and allow Him to speak to you. He won't speak to you by opening the clouds, but He'll speak to you through others, through actions. He'll speak to you in ways that you don't often expect, or in ways that you don't want. Right? That's the worst, when we're looking for something and we're asking God for something, and then we hear what might be the answer and we think, well, I don't want that to be the answer, and I don't really like that person that's giving me the answer, so I'm going to say that's not really God. I think that's the moment when we know, okay, God is speaking to me, and He's speaking to me in kind of an absurd way that kind of smacks me over the head and says, okay, here you go, here's your answer. Here's your sign. So don't look for signs, don't look for wonders, because they won't be given. Look for God in the small things. So let us pray this day that we may be attentive to the will of God, that we may listen for His voice, most particularly in the quiet of our heart.